Hey everyone, I'm Coach Earth. Today we're going to learn about the power run. Now, the power run is one of the most fundamentally sound, most popular plays in all of football today. It is run at all levels, from Pop Warner in the youth leagues all the way up to the pros. Now, the idea behind it is to have a double team and two lead blockers at the point of attack. Now, I've here drawn up an I formation versus a 4-3 defense. Now, the double team will come as a guard and the tackle on the front side. Double team the defensive tackle. The center will block down. Backside tackle will seal off backside penetration. Tight end will chip the end and move on to the outside linebacker. The wide receiver takes out the corner, and the backside receiver will spike the safety. Now, the first lead blocker we have is a backside guard, who's going to loop around and take out the middle linebacker, like that. Now, the second and final lead blocker would be the fullback, who's kicking out the last remaining player, the end. So what this creates is a huge hole right at the point of attack between the double team and the kick out. So the quarterback opens up, hands to the tailback, who goes right up through the hole. He really only has one man to beat the safety, and any good running back is coached to beat one man. So as you see here, the power run can account for almost everyone near the point of attack and create movement and create a hole. You have a double team, a kick out, and a lead block through a pull from a guard. Now, the power can be run with many different variations. We'll draw the same formation, draw an I formation, put up the same defense, 4-3. And we're really only going to change one thing about this variation. Now, we have mostly everybody doing the same thing. Center blocking down, double team at the point of attack, tight end chipping, going outside, receivers doing their thing. Now, the only difference is the guard and the fullback are going to switch their roles. So really, usually the guard will come around and take out the middle linebacker, and the fullback would kick out the end. But in this case, the backside guard is going to kick out the end himself, and the fullback is going to lead up through the hole and get the linebacker. This creates more of a fullback lead play that some power teams like to utilize. Now, the third way of running this play would be how a lot of spread teams have begun doing it, where they may have 4 wide, and it'll look like that. So we'll draw it up against the 4-3. Now, the way a team like this would utilize power would be many of the same features. The guard and the tackle double team, center blocks down, backside guard pulls around, backside tackle seals off penetration. Now, the only problem is we have an end unaccounted for. So in order to control that end, what a shovel option play does in a spread team is you read him as a read man. So the quarterback, he attacks the end. First he motions the slot over at the snap. He attacks the end and reads off him. If the end starts coming at him, he'll simply pitch it back to the shovel man, who'll loop right behind the end crashing down, and he'll head upfield. Now, if the end decides he notices the motion man decides to cover him, quarterback simply pulls it, continues outside, and runs an option with the tailback, perhaps reading off the next man that could be read. So shovel option is essentially a triple option, but using the power concept out of the shotgun into the spread. Now, Another way you can run this power concept is from a single back. The I formation does not have to be the only formation you can run it out of when you're under center. So let's say we have a single back formation. I guess a 4-3 again. Now, the only problem here is that we do have a double team. We have center blocking down, we have the guard pulling around, the tight end chipping and going outside, corner and the safety taken care of. The only problem is that end is unaccounted for, and you don't have enough players because there's no fullback. So what you can do is motion the backside receiver over and have him kick out the end. In that sense, you have your traditional power play. Now, a final way we'll go over today is how the power play is incorporated into the Wildcat formation, which is an offense that has taken flight over the past couple seasons. And what the Wildcat does, it incorporates an unbalanced line. So you have a tight end, guard, center, guard, your regular tackle, your right tackle, and then your left tackle moves over to the right. So you have an unbalanced line with two tackles on the right. You'd have your tailback in the backfield, you have your fullback, you have a receiver out here, you have your quarterback way out here, and then you have another running back out wide. Now defense might line up against it like this. Now, a Wildcat team, when the base plays, is still the power run. But they have a double team with the guard and tackle, the center blocking down, the guard looping around, pulling. We'll have the tackle coming down on the safety, receiver taking out the outside linebacker, quarterback attempting to block the corner, and now fullback kicks out the end as usual. And look, you have that hole still. Now to add confusion, you motion the running back over, and the tailback either gives it or takes it from him. He'll just go outside, and then tailback just goes right up through the hole. Now, this is one of the base plays that the Miami Dolphins had in their Wildcat package, which is one of the big reasons why they beat the New England Patriots that week, where they introduced the Wildcat. And the fundamental strength of the power is one reason why they decided to run the power into the Wildcat package. Now, as we saw today, the power run can be used out of a variety of looks and in many different ways. Just a basic concept is so fundamentally sound that it is used in many different ways, which is one reason why it's the most popular runs in all of football today.